Watch and burn.
Hey everyone, so tonight I'm going to be discussing, hopefully quickly, Spazz's absolutely massive landmark sort of like solidified them as power violence gods, and that would be the record entitled La Revancha. Now this was released way back when, and like every Spazz release, it's got the triple vocals, it's got the incredibly short and incredibly aggressive and incredibly fast. How many songs are on this anyways? But yeah, there's like 30 or 40 incredibly quick blasts of power, violence, genius. Their triple vocals are absolutely brilliant. I suppose too, if I had to complain about one of the voices, I don't love Dan's Grover voice. I don't love the whole Grover voice overall in this style of music. I find that it sounds too comical. Now, as far as Max's and Dodge's screams, they more than make up for the lack of Dan's scream, but I just would have preferred had all three of them been screaming as opposed to tossing in one of the Grover voices. But with tracks like Dewey Decimal Stitchcore, CIA's on here, No Shadow Kick, 4 Times a Day, Desperate Throat Locks on here, this record would kind of go on to have a lot of songs that they would play live. A lot of the live staples are from this record, and this is one of the best power violence records ever released from arguably the biggest power violence band. And I know that these guys don't like labels like that, but at the same time, I can't help but sort of assign a few sort of like, I guess, places here and there, and Spazz would probably be at the top of the power violence scrap heap, I think at least. And it's funny, you know, because these guys were incredibly catchy songwriters, and it's too bad that they never let that out of the bag more. I know that guys in bands like this like to rag on guys in bands like Rancid and called them sellouts, and they're only in it for the money, which of course when it came to a band like Rancid, that couldn't have been further from the truth. But at the same time, Spazz, they were incredibly catchy. And had they just sort of messed with the formula a little bit more, they probably could have found at least somewhat of a wider fan base. I don't ever want Spazz, I never wanted Spazz to change. I didn't want Spazz to slow down, but had Spazz included more banjo or maybe more saxophone like they did on this record with Sweet Home Alabama, I think that their fan base would have grown somewhat, and it would have allowed them to make a little more money that would have given Chris a little more money, and Slap-A-Ham could have been kept going that much longer, because I ordered so many records from Slap-A-Ham back when I was a kid, and it was cool because you got like the old school paper catalog that I think I still have, and if I can find that, I will totally scan that in and take pictures of it and put it up here. And you'd go through it, and then you'd get a money order, because this is going way back. You had to go to a bank and get like a money order, and then like 6 to 8 weeks later, you'd get all the records. I ordered all the Spazz stuff. I ordered the Fuck on the Beaches. I ordered the Ancient Chinese Secret, Chris Dodge, Dave Witt split, the East-West Blast Test. That's one record I gotta talk about. I've ordered, and then through their through their distro, I ordered Charles Bronson, The Murder-Suicide Pact, and Hell Nation's Cheerleaders for Imperialism. I got that off Slap-A-Ham. Ya Cop Say, I got that record off Slap-A-Ham. I mean, I ordered all of these straight from Chris, and as well as a whole pile of posters and shit, because everything was so reasonably priced. But had Spazz maybe just sort of focused on being a little catchier, they might have been able to make a little bit more money, and like I said, therefore kept Slap-A-Ham around for that much longer, because all of a sudden I went there. It was roughly after like release 50. Can't remember the band. I remember the cover art, but I can't remember the name of the band. And the website was like, yeah, we're going out of business. And Dodge put up this thing saying how like he was an artist, not a businessman, and he sort of bet more with his heart instead of his head. And unfortunately, the records weren't selling, and he was releasing them too quickly, and that was it, and Slap-A-Ham was gone. So I think it's Spazz sort of focused on being as catchy as they were on aspects of this record. They probably could have funneled in a little more cash into Slap-A-Ham and kept that bad boy around a lot longer, because it sucks that we live in a world where Slap-A-Ham is gone. But yeah, I love this record. I love Spazz. This is not my favorite Spazz record. My favorite Spazz record is their last record, and that is Crush, Kill, Destroy. But this nonetheless is an integral part of their discography. But then again, everything from their discography is absolutely important and vital. all their sweat into the oldies were absolutely amazing too. So Spazz really never released a bad record. So I think on that note, I'll end it there. So thank you so much for hanging out with me for a few minutes while I discuss Spazz's La Revancha, released way back when. If you like this review or you didn't like this review, don't forget to do something nice for somebody. You guys are amazing. Have a good night. I just wanted to say thank you for making it through the entire video. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to remind everyone one more time, even though I've probably already done this in the video that you just watched, to please click the like button as well as the subscribe button because it helps this channel grow. And thank you for hitting like and subscribe, and we will see you guys really soon.